that Coconut is still heroless. They're going to ban out that Bruno.
Yep, exactly. So Bruno and Franco, the last two bans on the side of Slate. Evo going to ban out the Yves as well as the Lucian. So the mage is still open for Slate, which in this case, honestly, I think Fasa would be good for the lineup of Slate. They have quite a lot of protection in the form of Uranus as well as Grok, right? To delay that jump from the side of Evo. Evo going to respond with Coconut going onto the Melissa. We have seen him play Melissa yesterday as well. My concern is towards the late game. I think Slate has a better late game compared to Evo because the setup from Evo will be a bit more difficult to execute compared to Slate. If let's say they do have a faster pickup on the side of Slate, it would be a nightmare for JsisJejsj to kind of figure out who he wants to jump on.
But I mean, we've seen that Valentina is able to steal Farsa's ulti for herself, so zoning out the members. But I think that since Diggy's already banned out, Evo is lacking a extremely crucial role, which is the setup and the engage role. Atlas is still open on the table. It's not being picked up just yet. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Lunox is getting picked up, one of Seilah's sort of like key heroes that he picks up. So every single hero on the side of Slate does not have an ultimate that is worthy of Melon to steal, but Carrot does pick up that Kufra, which is crucial in denying 1-1 of the jumps. So it's sort of like engage first and go for FMM. FMM, once he's down, the rest of the team of Slate is going to be open for the taking. And with that, we have our draft for game number 1. This will be a best of 5. Man, the draft on both sides seems really unpredictable.
All right, so with this, game 1 of our final day. It is Slate against Evo. Let's get it going, guys. Let us hear you cheer for your team.
A lot is on the line here. These two teams, you have to win this best of 5 or it is the end. And they've made it so far into this tournament, making the top 3 as well. So give your fullest support. We are jumping into the land of dawn for game number 1 between Slate Esports and Team Evo.
Right off the bat, I pretty much favor Evo's draft. I mean, early game kill potential, late game setup and sustain potential, but looking at Slate Esports draft, they are buying a lot of time. And time is what they need. Play into the late game so that they're able to chip off Evo just bit by bit by bit, especially when you have FMM on a hero that's as comfortable to him as Wan.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is they really need to hold this out, right? And looking at that last Kufra pick on Evo as well, we haven't seen Kufra in a while. This adds a lot of CC potential, team fighting potential to what they already have on top of what Melon can steal from Grok, say, you know, the wild charge and such. But right now, they're already brawling it out on the bottom side.
Yeah, Lethal Wanderer has been taken down by the side of Slate Esports, and Powerful already starting his rotations into the enemy's jungle. He has not taken the buff, but he's going to try to deny Slate of any farm that they can. Oh, Seilah on the mid side.
Secures that first blood onto Melon. So this is definitely, you know, a small win here for Slate, especially in the early game. You talked about how Evo wants the early game. So this is a kind of a chink in their armor here. Looking at the emblems, anything that stands out for you?
Well, pretty much everything would be the same, but Julian basically picks up the Demon Slayer emblem, so he is looking to go a little bit more tanky, a little bit more sustaining potentials right there. But Gear and Hesh Chain onto Coconut, able to get out of that though. Ooh, okay, that was a 2-to-1 engage from the side of Slate onto Coconut. It might have been able to take him down if Gear was a little bit more patient on that. But Melon and JsisJejsj already rotating down to that bottom lane, trying to secure that turtle. So the zone out potential from the side of Evil is impeccable.
Very nice, you know, recognizing that the objective is up and they want to push in their bottom lane as much as possible. Now Gear fully zone out of this. It's going to be an easy turtle going the way of Evo. So now the gold lead is, you know, still okay. It's 300 across the two teams. Not much to boast about, but still, how is this looking like?
Ooh, okay. We have a little bit of bush control right here, but Seilah is going to be coming down from the mid side. Okay, there is nothing much left. But okay, the cameraman was pushing a little bit off the camera. I was trying to take a look at the mini map. But right off the bat, Evil, what stands out to me is their rotations are very, very balanced. They want to go into the EXP lane. They don't want to take any fights. They move up, secure the jungle, secure all the kills, and get Powerful farmed up as fast as he possibly can. This is where Powerful feels the most comfortable. And I want to stress that the first game in this series is very crucial in gaining your confidence through the next couple of games.
For sure. And, you know, we seen Powerful yesterday on a lot of his kind of, you know, flashy, his Kikito, playing that very, very dominantly. But now, shifting a little bit towards more utility with the Akai yesterday and with the Bomb today. Oh, here, falls though. Here's the Cyclone Sweep. Just to get some health off of Seilah, pushes him back into the turret. So they get that mid pressure as well, giving them a bit more space to rotate downwards. They're really focusing on Adammir here, trying to push him down and making sure that the lane it does not stay still. The knockup top side onto FMM. Damage coming out, go away to make sure that Coconut is fine to defend against that crossbow of Tang. So at this moment, both of them don't have too much damage, so gonna walk away safe.
JS
alone here. Right, oh my goodness! The enhanced chains will be able to knock him up and secure that kill. Great one in the pocket of Slate, and now the turtle is spawned, so potentially theirs for the taking this time.
So this will be a fantastic turtle dance for both sides because Powerful knows that he can take it, but if you're trying to pull the turtle away from him, Adammir just tries to zone the members of Evil out of the way. JsisJejsj is coming down, but Seilah right there for the backup from the flank.
Britain's already used here, gonna secure the turtle, and now stunned down in the backline. Evil, they want to press this. They will disengage. JPL though comes from the side, forces the flicker out of Carrot there. So Slate, clean one, manages to get away, and I think they used a lot of ultimates, but it was worth it, right? Because they got the objective.
Yeah, and I want to say that Evil, call it fear, call it respect, but they're not. They're extremely disciplined in this game compared to the previous games that they played so far. Like, coming up against a juggernaut like Slate, what you want to do is not give them easy kills. And that is what Evil is doing precisely. Seilah is showing that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, having early game damage and forcing Melon on this Valentina to be out of his comfort zone. Even this early in the game, this is just 5 minutes, 2 turtles down, 1 for 1 each. This is pretty much neck and neck so far.
Yep, oh, the knockup onto FMM though. JPL comes in, but it's not enough to save him. He goes down, backside, stunned down. Oh, Evil, they press on, double kill goes away to Powerful. One more makes it 3 for Evil. My goodness, what a great engagement. Off of that, they get the top tier 1 turret.
And with that, Evil just secures themselves back on top. Let's take a look at the itemizations. Bauman, Powerful, already building up that Garden Helmet. First core item up. He's able to dish out damage with the conjunction with the Molten Essence, as well as, let's take a look at the Marksman. How are they faring? Okay, so FMM build up that Corrosion side, already having that slow potential, but hold on a second here.
Adammir in some trouble. He has to back out here, but Carrot gets stunned out in the middle. The burst comes in from FMM, will put him down. JPL trying to get away here. Puppet's not enough to put out the damage, but the turtle is coming up in 5 seconds still. So Slate has successfully gained some space for themselves.
Okay, the first rotations is already down. Evil taking down 1 turret from that top lane. Now, Coconut is already rotating with that mid 2 sides. JPL and Gear trying to secure that turtle. It doesn't matter because Powerful is not in the area. And whenever Powerful is not there, Carrot knows that, wait, I shouldn't engage. I should just wait. It doesn't matter if I lose that turtle. It's just a couple of gold. I can just live with it. And now we are pretty much back to the same economy. We want to win team fights. We want to convert them into towers. We just want to take down that core. Neutral objectives, not our main focus. But with that Bauman, with that said, with the Bauman, you should be able to secure as much neutral objectives as you humanely can.
It hasn't been that way so far though, right? 2 to 1 turtle. It's kind of even here. Just 1 up on Slate, and now Evil. They look like they want to engage. The Tyrant's Rage comes in onto FMM. He tries to get away, but the lethal counter will secure him. JPL left alone, blown out by Coconut. Coconut, and now it's Coconut in some trouble. Seilah will get the better of him. It's Slate trying to turn this around. 2-for-2. Seilah will get put down by Powerful here. So 3-for-2 working out here for Evil.
Powerful is out for blood. Siren's on, and he's ready to hunt. This guy has already 4 kills, mega kill, and he's searching for the next one. Adammir is proving to be too much. The lethal counter tosses him down, but Melon takes out that last hit, sends him to the tombstone.
Yep, he is down. So Adammir, I mean, try to protect the mid-tier 1 here. Very, very important for that map control gear. Tries to find some consolation. They are low, chasing down JS, but he's way too fast, especially on that sprint. So they won't be able to get away, and now Slate has to look elsewhere on the map.
Now, Evo is working with their draft, right? This is the early game. It's still pretty much early. We're moving into the mid game real soon, but they are doing what their draft is for, going into the early game and trying to get the skirmishes go in for FMM. They know that he is the main damage dealer, especially through the late game. You don't want to deal with a late game 1-on-1. That is just unprecedented, and you're going to have so much problems. But Seilah is proving to be a problem, and this is where Evo needs to rethink the strategy. Don't go in too much, because whenever you go in, Seilah will pop up anywhere beside you and just go take you down.
You definitely have to be aware of him, right? Because the burst potential coming from Seilah is going to be huge, especially as he starts to build up his items. And that's what it was made for, right? You have the Esmeralda, the Bauman, the Kufra, very, very tanky, but you also need to know that Slate has that damage potential. The damage coming out onto Melon will not be able to get away. Powerful knock up onto him as well. Escapes for now. Carrot comes in, tries to peel JPL down low. Will he get away? No! Powerful does not let him do that. And it's Evil having to disengage from this fight again. Slate pressing down on this mid lane to make sure that they have space for the Lord.
A 1-to-1 trade, but you're giving up JPL, your court initiator. You give up that turtle dance for the 8 minutes, and now FMM, his positioning is so on point. He's always at the back, chipping off your health one by one, bit by bit by bit. And they do take down that first Lord of the game. Slate Esports is going to be summoning that Lord in just a moment.
Looking at these two teams, you know, it's amazing the way they play. It's so calculated, so disciplined. Yesterday, we saw Evil trying to steamroll the enemies, you know, go as fast, as aggressive as they can, but they look different today as well. You know, they're not going in fights that they shouldn't be taking too much. They're still trying to play around objectives, and right now, it's the top side that they are trying to protect from FMM. Powerful now has to back the Carrot goes in with the Tyrant's Revenge. Will he get it? Seilah jumps in, but will get damage. Has to pop the Brilliance as well. Adammir comes in the back line, forces the flicker out of Evo, and now they isolate Powerful. The only one will be shut down by FMM. And on the bottom side, all this time though, JS just trying to defend the bottom, so it was a numbers disadvantage for Evil.
Wow, okay, the aggressiveness would potentially also be your downfall, because Evil being aggressive in that nature, Carrot going in, but Powerful not in the right position to re-engage back into that Slate fight, caused Slate to win in that team fight, pushing their net worth up by 2k gold.
Oh no, JS being chased down. Okay, all right. He's still fine, you know, still kind of tanky on this Esmeralda, will get away, but the Lord still in Slate's favor, gonna come down the bottom lane, so top side, bottom side are being pressured down. Slate is trying to play very disciplined, using the objective, capitalizing on that as much to just play as how they've always been, right? Just be careful, be cautious, and they can take this.
Yeah, stay as comfortable as you can. Oh, JPL dashes in.
My goodness, the two-man knockup. Immediately, Evil gets blown up. Carrot, Coconut, they go down. Adammir in the back line will get secured by Powerful, put in the dirt. And now Melon has to be careful. They settle for now. Slate looks like they just want to rotate down to the bottom inhibitor, get that in their back first. So already props getting the top inhibitor turret for themselves.
The momentum has been shifted. And right now, Slate Esports is riding on that momentum. Every bit they go, every time JPL goes in, they want to secure a kill and objective as a package. It's sort of like a happy meal. You take down one member, you take down a turret. You take down another member, you take down a turret. You chip off as much as you can from whatever you see.
Okay, that was the first Lord, right? So the fact that they've now stripped everything except the inhibitor turrets is still in Slate's favor, trying to gain control of the map. Now, looking at the items, anything that stands out to you?
FMM is ready to hunt. He's locked and loaded, built his guns all up. Take a look at that. The Demon Hunter Sword Corrosion Scythe as well as the Wind Talker. This guy is going to be sustaining through a lot of the physical damage coming in from the side of Evil. And Melissa, though, on that side, Coconut only has 2 core items, just built the Phantom Scarlet and a defensive item just so he can maintain through the entirety of the team fight. But Coconut needs to really watch his position, stay at the back of the fights, don't engage until Carrot or Powerful is able to tank and dish out that much damage as they can first. Melon just needs to take JPL. But speaking of JPL, plays out that Conceal.
They're trying to get something from the back, just zoning out the members of Evil. The Lord chunked down to half health now. Slate, they want to get this objective, but Evil is not going to let this one go easy. Now, you mentioned earlier that, you know, Coconut does have the Scarlet Phantom available, so 3 items now. He's going all out damage, but he does need to be careful because, yes, he has to go away, but it does not mitigate the damage from the crossbow of Tang if it is dropped on him. Stun onto Evil in the back line. Have to back out the Guardian's Barrier just to help that. JS pressured by FMM and Adammir as well. Looks like they, you know, just want to brawl it out, poke out both of these opposing teams on either side and see who gets the advantage.
The strategy is clear. Make sure that Carrot doesn't jump you, because when he does, it's going to ruin our entire structure, that what we've built up so far. But Melon jumps in with the wall charge.
Does not quite get it. JS, the whole team of Evil is committing to this. The 2-man knock up onto Coconut and JS as well. Carrot goes down in the back, and now they are splitting the fight apart. JPL has to run, but the rest of Slate, they are on to Evil. The crossbow of Tang will be popped, and 4 members of Evil go down in that fight. Slate, a huge win for them here.
Powerful. Powerful. Just strolling around in the base of Slate Esports. He's unable to go back, but look at Evil's base. Already gear chipping off at that bottom lane turret. They might be looking to end this, but Seilah not being able to make him go back. They're not gonna let him go back. But look at the base. Look at the base.
It will be chunked out by Slate. That play, though, forcing Powerful, just going to recall and, you know, taking the base immediately. So objective focused, so clinical, so methodical.
Yeah, that was textbook play from Slate. This is the classic Slate that we know. They want to play it out to the late game. They know that Evil is going to use their aggressiveness against them. So that means that all 5 members are going to be pummeling you one by one by one. But what Slate does so effectively is split up Evil. Split them up so that they're running around like headless chicken, so to speak. I'm just really excited about the next game because right now, Evil needs to know that, hey, you know, Slate has found a chink in my armor. I need to change up what I have. I need to get a new armor. What do I have?
They played that exactly to how they wanted to, the game plan, right? That pick on the Uranus exactly was to do that, split up the team fight and force Evil to respawn. So now they are kind of on the back foot here, 1-0.